on a date like Jeff and his companion here. eharmony.co.uk. Start talking to your matches today.
Steak. Nice one. I only popped in for some bananas.
Little, often, Co-op.
The challenge is about to begin.
Landscape Artist of the Year starts Tuesday at 8 on Sky Arts.
Couple of 20s, that's all in this innings. Raidu for a tuck. MS Dhoni went for 5. Raina getting to 22 and then getting out. Imran Tahir picking up 2 wickets in 1 over. Albie Morkel. It's been worked away. Excellent effort. Superb job done by Imran Tahir, saving a couple of runs. Had to put in the dive. It's a very quick outfield. Push the ball back into the field of play. Job well done.
South African team's fielding tonight has been of the highest standard. At the start of the innings, Ratu Tahir's dive on the boundary there, it's been superb. 2 run-outs, wonderful intensity.
Good delivery. Looking for the block hole, be just a single. A lot of talk about the dew factor. Ram Smith and Sanjay Manjrekar alongside me. No dew, Sanjay. Looks very dry at the moment. The rope not getting darker.
Generally see a bit of spray as well when the rope is pulled in that fashion. So it could be one of those nights when we may not have dew, which is great for India.
Not enough runs on the board as well.
Graham Smith suggesting it could be a cloudy night and one of the reasons we don't get dew.
Worked away fine. And Imran Tahir does really well to keep it down just for 1 single.
Not quite able to get the same speed Imran Tahir in the field as a fielder, as opposed to when he gets a wicket.
Certainly one of the game's great celebrators. Just gets overawed with excitement. If it's out of surprise or just so much enthusiasm for the game, certainly Imran does have. Up in the air, leg side. Another soft dismissal from India. Albie Morkel picks up another one. Caught by Du Plessis at mid-wicket. That's the end of Akshar Patel.
Yeah, wickets tumbling like 9 pins here. Albie Morkel also striking. Akshar Patel gone for 9. It's 85 for 8.
He's a much better batsman than the kind of performance he has shown in a very short career at the international level. Once again, falling to a low score. Today was an opportunity to get something on the board. Look at the score, 85 for 8. This is like complete disintegration of the Indian batting after they lost the toss.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar is the new batsman. Well, we keep mentioning they all can bat, but somebody's got to get the runs.
And so many times we've seen in a T20 innings teams getting all out. I mean, at the international level. And when you think about it, it's just ridiculous to imagine that an international side can get all out in 20 overs, but it happens so often. We think T20 is a batsman's game, but think again. On many nights we see this kind of a scenario.
South Africa have been superb in the field and with the ball, but it's almost felt like the Indian batsmen haven't been prepared to work for their runs after such a belter of a surface in Dharamshala with the dew factor being spoken about so much. It's almost like they've played like they need 250 on the board in 20 overs. And you see another play and miss. It's almost, maybe it was a 140, 150, 160 wicket that might have been enough tonight, but no one's actually got stuck in and done the yards here for the Indian team.
Completely different batting conditions. We've seen the second time a batsman get out in this fashion, leading edge. Dharamshala was great to bat on. I tell you what, you mentioned in the last match as well, the start, when you're chasing a score or setting a target, the first 5 or 6 overs, just a little disappointed with the way Shikhar Dhawan has looked. Forget about the scores, just the way he's come out to bat. Oh, there it is, goes to the bat again. Albie Morkel is having fun on his comeback. And it's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar who's missed another straight delivery. Ambati Raidu was the batsman earlier. 2 wickets in 1 over. And that was the last ball of his 4th over. 4 overs, 12 runs and 3 wickets now for Albie Morkel. He's had a good night. And South Africa, well, they've had a great night. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar gone for a duck, 85 for 9.
Saw Ambati Raidu earlier, missing a full toss. It was a full length delivery, high back lip, probably late on the ball. Middle stump knocked over, and a great spell. This by Albie Morkel. Picking up 3 wickets in the middle of the innings. India unable to get a partnership. $85 for 9. Look at the fall of wickets. The wickets have fallen in heaps. Hardly any partnership. Best partnership of the innings was 22. Couple of 22 runs partnerships. And nothing to write home about. We'll run down to 3rd man, Ashwin. Can't keep him out of the action. Imran Tahir.
Is he like this off the field as well?
No, he's always got great energy around the game. In the change room, actually, he spends most of his time making the guys smoothies. Loves to make a smoothie in the change room. Bananas, yogurts, gets involved. Keeps all the batsmen well fed when he's not bowling. He's a great guy to have in the change room. Always a wonderful personality.
Kind of saying to the batsman, get runs on the board. I can bowl freely. Mohit Sharma needs to hang around. Missing leg stump, I would think. Again, a full length delivery. The batsman not picking it up.
Here's the last wicket to fall. Full delivery from Albie Morkel. Played all around it. Middle stump. Knocked back. And Albie Morkel's having a wonderful return to international cricket. 4 overs, 3 for 12. And the question we spoke about earlier was that he needed to commit to bowl his full spell. And he's done a superb job.
He's made his comeback in the right match. And he played in Dharamshala, may have been a little tough. Extremely good batting conditions. The pitch was nice. The ball was just sailing in the air because of the height. Dew factor as well. But he's played today where South Africa started off superbly. So he came in at a time when he could just express himself. And in the end, look at those figures. Remarkable figures.
And probably Albie is surprised by the call-up. I think moving into the 2020 World Cup, it's probably a foot race between him and someone like David Visser, who broke a hand coming into this tour and had to miss out. And Albie gets the opportunity and, as you say, does very well with it, gets the right conditions, the right opportunity, and takes it with both hands.
I mean, we watched both Weezer and Albie Morkel as well. Just get the feeling Weezer more reliable as a bowler, as a T20 bowler. What's your thought, Graham?
Yeah, certainly in these conditions, I think the ability to take the pace off the ball, and Albie Morkel had a huge reputation in done very well in the RPLs, and maybe just hasn't quite reached that potential at international level. And I think certainly grown up a lot now, got a family, and be wanting to make the most of this opportunity, and he could be playing in a 2020 World Cup in 6 months' time.
I've seen Albie Mokal bowl a lot in the IPL, and he struggled with the new ball, but here he hasn't bowled with the new ball, and look at the areas that he's bowled. Just a couple of deliveries on the stump. The wide dots, those are the wicket-taking deliveries, full and just outside of stump. One of them on a good length. See, 59% of the deliveries have been on good or full length. Just the 41 on the shorter side.
I think the thing is, it's always easy to look at the outcome of the performances. You know, the 3 wickets, 13 dot balls, 12 runs. But what I've enjoyed is that he's run in and he's hit the deck hard and he's bowled with intensity. I know it's been easier for him with the amount of wickets that have been falling around him. It gives him the confidence to do what he needs to do. But, you know, sometimes it's about how the player goes about what he's doing. The intensity he shows, the line and length, and the efforts he's putting into his ball.
Again, the full toss. It's called a no ball. It'll be a free hit too.
Yeah, I guess that's a no ball for height. And there it is, the signal. It's one of the changes that we've seen with the no ball rule. It makes sense. You penalize a bowler for overstepping. Got to do for this as well.
Tanja, it's been a clear tactic from the South Africans tonight to use that full delivery. Extra pace they've had on offer in the up and down surface. They've really hit the deck hard, used their short ball well, but a clear tactic tonight to really throw that full delivery in and surprise the Indian batsman.
I get the feeling that with Rabada they may have found a bowler who is a wicket-taking bowler, naturally a wicket-taking bowler because of the lengths that he bowls. Lots of full deliveries.
Another wide. Will still be a free hit for Mohit Sharma. As far as this batting display goes, India, the top order, somebody like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, they get a lot of boundaries. It's just getting run out for that extra 1 run. I think it's a big setback, something that's not on.
Just didn't like the mood in both T20 internationals, but the way India started off with the bat. Just the intensity was missing. Maybe Shikhar Dhawan has a bit to do with that. 17 overs gone. It's 91 for 9. Even in Dharamshala, we saw a lot of misunderstanding there between Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. Where Rohit Sharma was keen to take the singles. Shikhar Dhawan wasn't so keen. Had a hand injury in Sri Lanka, so missed the last test match. He's only just recovered. Got a superb 100 coming into this tournament in the series.
$22 for Rohit Sharma, 22 for Suresh Raina. Talking about the 2 run-outs, Rohit Sharma and then Virat Kohli. Out of the first 3 wickets, 2 of them were run-outs. There'll be another wide. Just getting back to those run-outs. What are your thoughts on this, Sanjay and Graham? It was not a close run-out, both of them. Run-out by yards. Great bit of fielding, all that understood. But would you risk your run? Somebody like a Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma just for this 1 run.
Shiva, the run is certainly not worth a run out. In that first one, just looked like a little bit of confusion between Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, unsure of whether to take. Just a great piece of fielding from David Miller in this one. Found Rohit Sharma wanting. Just a wonderful piece of backward point fielding, picking it up one hand, pace to the ball, and the underarm flick, so difficult to do.
And when you're playing off the backward, it's so much more difficult because you've got to cover that extra bit of yard. Another one knocked down. This time it's Ashwin. Full and straight. At decent pace as well. So India bowled out for 92. Ashwin the last man dismissed for 11. It's the second lowest score by India in a T20 match.
big crowd here in Cuttack. Came with great anticipation. He'll be so disappointed. 9-2 all out inside the 20 overs. Well inside the 20 overs.
A wonderful evening for the South African cricket team, and Faf du Plessis, I thought he captained superbly well. Every decision that he made worked for him. His bowlers backed him up, and as we saw throughout, the fielding was superb.
A 92, outstanding performance. They won a very good toss. He was in 2 minds what to do, but in the end, du Plessis doing the right thing by deciding to bowl first, and wickets falling in regular intervals. No partnerships for India. Best partnership was just 22, so he was proactive with his captaincy, made the right bowling changes, supported well in the field by the fielders, expecting 2 run-outs. So overall, it's a terrific performance by South Africa that stunned India.
Team director having a word with the captain. Well, at least the dew hasn't come down, because that would have made the Indian task almost hopeless. It still looks pretty hopeless. 92 is no score at all. We don't have a bad pitch. There is a maybe variation in bounds, but really those 2 run-outs were the turning points. I thought brilliance in the field shows, if you've got a good fielding outfit, how much of a difference that can make in whatever the format you're talking about of this sport.
The top scorer 22 there for Rohit Sharma and then Raina, but the others falling very cheaply. Shikhar Dhawan 11, and then after Raina got out, it was just Rayudu 0, Dhoni fell for 5, Akshar Patel 9, then 11 for Ashwin. So we'll be clearly happy with the batting performance. 92. It's time to go down now to Sean Pollock.
Carissa Rabada with me. Carissa, well bowled. You must have been happy with your performance.
From the bowling unit, we spoke about how we must come hard in the beginning, and we definitely did that today.
What was the game plan told to you by the captain once the game has started?
Well, we came here to play with freedom. Normally we'll talk about sealing the series off, but the captain and the management just told us to come and just express ourselves and play with complete freedom, and that worked out for us today.
With the surface, you don't often get to bowl 4 overs full out and can finish your spell so early. Because of the nature of the surface, you had to hit back of length hard and bowl hard as you could.
Yeah, the wicket was a bit invariable. There was some nice grass cover on the wicket. So you just needed to hit a length. Like we showed, all the bowlers hit a length today. That's why we restricted them to such a low total. So we're very happy.
And the key for you to use your aggression as well?
Yeah, definitely. We're coming here to play, and we're going to show that.
Well bowled, and all the best with the chase. You think you guys can do it?
Thank you. I hope so too.
Was outstanding with the ball. All of them, in fact. Abbott wicketless, scored brilliantly in the last game. Imran Tahir picked up 2 wickets in 2 balls. Rabada was quick, just the 1 wicket of Rayudu, and then Morris picked up 2, and Albie Mockle was outstanding, 3 wickets. So the target now for South Africa, it's just 93 runs to win from 120 balls. The asking rate will be 4.65 runs to the over and should be quite easy. Take a break and come back with the run chase.
Surprised? Wait until you experience the new Eco Turbo engine. Whether you're looking for the economy of a 1 litre or the power of a turbo, you'll find it in the new Kia Ceed.
Trial eHarmony for free now, so you don't end up on a date like Jeff and his companion here. eHarmony.co.uk Start talking to your matches today.
Nice. I only popped in for some bread.
Little, often, Co-op.
Oh, Churchy, I'm falling apart. The pipes have burst.
Oh, no.
The wetland was so 1991. Do you know what shade I'm supposed to be? I should be light and bright with a cool contemporary twist. Oh, look at me.
Oh, dear.
If your pipes burst, we'll fix them and make good the damage, even to your designer wallpaper.
Thanks, Churchy. I look fabulous again.
Oh, yes.
Now, about that makeover.
Oh.
Churchill, depend on the dog.
What are you responsible for?
23 tons and 5 foot of rubber.
Keeping sticky fingers off these.
Tesla.
We all have responsibilities. At Wonga, ours is to provide responsible loans that can help you bridge the gap until payday. Simply choose how much you need and for how long. And if you pay it back early, you'll save money too. So visit wonga.com now to find out how we can help you. No hidden fees, representative 1509% APR. Wonga, credit for the real world.
Can't believe I forgot. Moonpig to the rescue.
Order by 7 p.m. and we'll post it that day.
Moonpig.com.
You can do magic. You took the raindrops that filled my eyes and put them back up in the sky. Then made the gray skies turn blue. You can do magic.
At Nationwide, our current account customers have seen all sorts of wonders. And now we're offering Apple Pay, letting you pay in shops easily and securely. Nationwide, on your side.
Available to buy and keep in Sky Store now.
We have our first genetically modified hybrid.
You just went and made a new dinosaur? Probably not a good idea.
Buy and keep Jurassic World in Sky Store now.
The impossible dream edges closer to reality.
4 huge games in the race for Euro 2016. Live on Sky Sports.
Well, I'm afraid India's batting lineup has been decimated here under the lights at the Barabati Stadium. Top score of 22. Rohit Sharma and Suresh Raina, and the batting just came apart. Just in the 18th over, 11 extras were, well, number 3 in the lineup. That tells you a story. South Africa bowled very well, though. You can look at that batting lineup and say, gee, they batted badly. You bat as well as the bowlers allow you to sometimes. Abbott none for 21, but Imran Tahir picked up a couple of wickets. Albi Moko suddenly coming back after what, a year and a half, discovering that life's pretty good at this level. 3 for 12. Chris Morris 2 for 16, and Kagiso Rabada was excellent. 4 overs, 1 for 18.
What you... Albi Mokal making a comeback, and what an impressive comeback it has been. Also came into bowl at a time when you want to bowl as a bowler. The score was 41 for 2. India was under pressure. 7 overs, that lost 2 wickets. It was the right time for somebody making a comeback. Obviously, a bit of self-doubts, and he made the most of it. Just didn't allow the Indian batsman to recover from what was a real shaky start. 4.65 runs per over. Can you imagine international sides getting all out inside 20 overs? That's the beauty of this format. It happens many times.
Well, they'll be disappointed, but you've got to leave that behind, don't you? Because both of you have played at this level. You know what it is to be very disappointed on the ground, but you've got to leave that behind and defend what's really a very meager score. So just 93 to get at 4.65. What does the fielding side do? Still got to come out believing, otherwise there's no point playing this game.
Yeah, it's always a fine line as a captain. Now you're telling your team you need wickets to win the game, and they're going to have to bowl South Africa out if they win the game. But sometimes your bowlers can come out and try too hard, try too many things, and end up going for the runs that are required. Virat Kohli doesn't look like he's paying attention.
Now this is where Ravi Shastri, can really help the team, because I've never seen a greater motivator than Shastri. Played with him a lot. And when he was talking to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, that was of course a personal chat that he had, but I'm sure just before the players came in, he would have talked to them in typical Shastri fashion. And
Go
his
on,
great
tell us how.
strength- his
Tell us
great
how.
strength
Come on.
is motivation.
I mean, you don't have to speak at his volume, but you can give us a glimpse.
We can do it. Go out there and express yourself. And I'll tell you what, on a serious note, I played a lot with him. He's one of the few senior players who took pride in somebody else's performance. And that's the beauty of Ravi Shastri. He enjoys the performance of others, even as a player. And here I'm sure he'll be looking at Mahendra Singh Dhoni to just inspire his players. But at the moment, digging into what is now dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And MS Dhoni will want a far better performance tonight from his seamers to set the tone. Only 93 on the board, so need 93 to win. He'll want Bhuvanesh Kumar to set a far better tone than he did in Dharamshala. The wicket has much more on offer for him here tonight. Is AB de Villiers' stats. 63 matches for South Africa. Average of 23, strike rate 126. South Africa 93 runs away from a great few sporting days. Great performance from the Springboks on Saturday, beating Scotland. An opportunity to win a series and start this long tour to India on a winning note.
How quickly Japan is forgotten and Scotland has arrived.
What sport are we talking about?
Rugby. Inherently, all South Africans are rugby lovers. Here's the first ball. What'll be interesting for me to see is, well as South Africans bowl, they're fast bowlers, big, hitting the deck. India have got medium pacers, lots of spinners. But the one thing everybody does talk about is that your fielding side should give you 2 wickets in the match. And don't forget, the slide started with 2 excellent pieces of fielding from the South Africans. One, a great throwing arm from Chris Morris. The other, lovely piece of work from David Miller. Oh, shot. How can he play with such arrogance?
It's no arrogant South Africans, Harsha. Just great skill from AB de Villiers, commanding that batting spot. A little bit of width from Bhuvanesh Kumar, and AB wallops it to the boundary and sets the tone.
Sometimes, only sometimes, you feel like just putting the mic down and just watching cricket. Now that shot was absolute brilliance from AB de Villiers. Not a bad ball at all. Slightly short, maybe. A little more room than he would have liked to give. The thing about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar that worries me off late is maybe he's concerned about the speed. People talk about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's speed. But he really made a name for himself. And when he arrived on the international scene, it was because of his swing that everyone noticed him. If you remember that match against Pakistan, big swing. I wish somebody would just tell him in his ear, this is a match where India needs wickets. Just try and get those banana swings in.
Well, and the field is in. That's almost too simple.
Sanjay, I hear what you're saying. As a cricketer, confidence is such a key factor. Confidence in what you want to achieve as a player. Playing within yourself, almost your own zone, as a batter or as a bowler. And when you lack that confidence, you almost search for things that you don't have.
Maybe he's just feeling the pressure of, once you come on this stage, people talk about speed. It gets mentioned constantly. You see every ball on the screen. And that last ball was 139 kilometers per hour. This is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar with the new ball bowling a short delivery outside the off stump. That's not his strength. The big swing is. Sometimes I just worry whether he would go Irfan Pathan's way. Who got that hat trick against Pakistan. It wasn't speed that destroyed Pakistan in that test match. It was the swing of Irfan Pathan. I just hope he just goes back to trying to swing that white ball.
For all that, it'll be called wide. I can't help thinking that when the speed gun shows close to 140 against Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, it's actually trying to be very polite. Is that 140 kilometers an hour? I mean, to think that you classify bowlers as fast nowadays when they get past 140.
Well, it's not slow. But I think Sanjay will tell you, some bowlers just The speed gun says a certain speed, but it just doesn't feel that way. Certainly Bhuvanesh Kumar's strength is swing bowling. That's how he's going to knock people over. And he's, as Sanjay's mentioned, he's got to work within that and work to his own strengths. I think also it's easy to lose that focus when you look at a South African team with young tearaways who are charging in, getting pace and bounce, watching the ball fly to the keeper. You want a little bit of that, but you've got to focus on what you bring. You were selected for this team for a reason, and that's why you were selected.
That's where I think Praveen Kumar was quite brilliant for India. He never got swayed by people watching there. Now that swing, that's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's strength. Maybe a bit of inside it, maybe missing the leg stump as well. 9 of the first over.
Yes, there's a little bit of inside edge. The umpire said straight away there's a little bit of bat on it. But when Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was bowling well, he was getting the ball to swing in big. Occasionally held the line and went away, but largely swung it in.
That last ball that you saw, you could see from the wrist position. You could see from the wrist position that he was trying to get the ball to swing. You make a valid point, you know, with Rabada, they're bowling at 150 kilometers per hour. Just feel that you want to just rise to their level, or at least get close to 135, 136. Interesting move this by India.
So different, the two sides. It's almost like one speaking Hindi, one speaking Afrikaans. Nothing similar at all. One big fast bowler's hitting the deck, the other medium pacer opening the bowling spinner at the other end.
The fun thing is when Dhoni comes back as captain. Now he's captaining only in the limited over format. It's the selection, the Dhoni selections. He's picked 2 off spinners and a left arm spinner when he had the option of maybe having Amit Mishra to give more variety. And guess what? The due factor hasn't come down strongly today. So Amit Mishra as a wrist spinner would have been a nice variety of 3 spinners, but he went with 2 off spinners for some reason. And there it is, the seam position pointing towards leg slip, trying to get that big in swing going. And please note, AB de Villiers was beaten to swing.
There's a feeling that AB de Villiers, if there is any chink at all in that fabulous armour that he's got, it's against slow bowling early in his innings. So there's been a lot of talk about whether Ashwin should be brought on early before AB de Villiers is set. And that's what India have done. And he's played cross-batted. When you watch AB de Villiers, Graham, what is risk? Is his world just different? Now, this was the dismissal in Dharamshala. The ball was a good 10 kilometers an hour slower. If it hadn't hit the thigh pad, it would have been stumped, of course.
It's just classy piece of bowling from Ashwin, who's India's best bowler. I think MS Dhoni, small total on the board, giving his best bowler the opportunity to get India back in the game. Knowing AB de Villiers as I do, he really thrives in those moments. A competitive player, and a little bit of talk about the off spinner and Ashwin make him want to really get stuck in and play those moments against Ashwin really well and get the better of him.
Strike rate against Ashwin just 107.8. Now has the catch been taken? There's a man at leg slip, it has. But it's not AB de Villiers, it's Hashim Amla. And we talk about the big fast bowlers, it's the off spinner who's taken the first wicket. Hashim Amla has gone for just a couple. Excellent catch by Rohit Sharma at leg slip. And after 2 overs, it's 13 for 1, South Africa.
Sensational stuff.
What a performance for Pakistan.
Pakistan v England series, coming soon live on Sky Sports.
Please don't grab an... God, they're pretending to be asleep.
Sky Academy uses the power of TV, creativity and sport to unlock the potential in young people.
Big wicket of Hashim Amla. I think what we're seeing here is just a real difference in how people play the game. Different teams play the game. Styles of India and South Africa. With South Africa, we saw the big fast bowlers running in. Ashwin, frontline bowler for India. Now we've seen Harbhajan Singh coming into the attack.
Francois du Plessis, 809 runs. It tells you how young this format is as an international sport, not as a club sport. The highest scores you're getting in the region of 1,500 runs. And those are the very best players. Hardly anyone who's got 1,000 runs. Brendan McCullum's in a league of his own with 2,200, 2,300 runs. But very, very few people have gone past 1,000 runs. Now Harbhajan.
So I had a look at the strike rate of Faf du Plessis in the average as well. Quite incredible. One of the better records at the T20 international level. Ashwin is the man in form. His confidence is sky high. He's releasing the ball slowly, and leg slip by Mahendra Singh Dhoni proving to be fruitful on this occasion.
How often, Sanjay, have we talked about Dhoni and his love for the leg slip? But he's produced a wicket. Now what would be interesting is how does Harbhajan bowl here? Do players put pressure on each other by their performances? Ashwin suddenly bowls a great first over. Is Harbhajan going in thinking, I need to as well, my partners bowl well, do they bowl in pairs? It's easy to say.
We saw that in Dhaka as well, isn't it, when they both played that test match in Fatullah. But I think it's unfair to compare at this stage Harbhajan Singh, not so much about number of years and age and things like that, just the mindset at the moment. This guy is riding a wave of confidence. Harbhajan Singh on his comeback, not really cementing his place on his comeback, so he's a man filled with self-doubts. I'm sure even after so many matches, feeling nervous at the moment. Just be unfair to compare them at this stage of their respective careers.
I know it's just T20 cricket. All I know is if you take 400 wickets in Test cricket, you're a very special cricketer. In the autumn of his career. Thing to watch when Harbhajan's bowling is he tossing the ball up? When he's low on confidence, he's to ping the ball into the pads.
This is good captaincy actually. He's picked 3 spinners, but he's making the most of it. Very early he's got them into the attack. Ashwin, Harbhajan Singh, already 2 overs of spin and 3 overs, and I thought that's where he perhaps missed a trick in Dharamshala. Didn't bowl spin as much as he normally uses.
It's the dip here that did Hashim Amla. Just dropped on him. Thought it was going to be a full delivery. Could work it through the leg side. Just so many revs on the ball. Just dropped beautifully.
Not a bad over that. 4 from it. It's 17 for 1 after 3. Two players who know each other really well over the years. Faf du Plessis and de Villiers have done wonderful things for South Africa together. It's not a huge target in front of them. Back together 40-45 minutes. They have done their job. Still a slip and a leg slip. As we showed you, the head-to-head numbers are looking good for Ashwin, but you can't get someone out if he's at the non-strikers end. He's done well. He's just taken the single. 11 innings. He's only scored 55 from 51 balls against him. This is in all T20 cricket, whether it's franchise cricket or whether it's international cricket. Also got him out 4 times. What do you do in this situation? Ashwin's really bowled well. Do you bowl him out 4 overs at this stage?
Well, it's going to be, what, 93 runs to win. So let's assume that this is going to be maybe a 12 over 13-over chase. So you want Ashwin to bowl all his 4 overs inside 13 overs. But interesting with that leg slip, Ashwin is bowling a line that he hasn't bowled these days, which has been mostly outside the off stump.
Which, to be fair, Sanjay, is what a lot of you were hoping for. But that was in a different form of the game.
Still works in this form, the line outside the off stump. That's how he got AB de Villiers out in the last match. The ball was tossed up just about maybe 8 inches outside the off stump.
The advantage, though, Graham, for South Africa is they don't have to attack Ashwin when he's bowling well. They only need to get 93.
Now you spot on and gives Faf du Plessis, or Captain Superb, tonight an opportunity to just build an innings, get some form under the belt. Lots of cricket to be played on this tour. Well bowled from Ashwin. Into the 4th over, 18 for 1.
Need a website? Go to Wix.com. Just add your photos. Change your texts. Drag and drop anything. Create your stunning website today. Go to Wix.com. It's easy and free.
As F1 heads to Sochi, can anyone catch Lewis Hamilton?
The drama isn't over.
The Russian Grand Prix, live, Sky Sports F1.
Same field for Harbhajan, slip and a leg slip.
You know, we saw him bowl in that test match in Fatullah with Ashwin, and Ashwin clearly was the better bowler of the two. Considering that this is a T20 format, he'll be fancying his chances, Harbhajan Singh, because he had a good IPL, mind you. Bowled for Mumbai Indians, the tough overs, and a consistent, long IPL season. He bowled well.
Well, it was tossed up, but the feet were beautifully used by Francois du Plessis. He was aware that the fielder was inside the circle at mid-off. So well as it was bowled, it was wonderfully played too.
Oh, Faf du Plessis above the eye-line, recognised it. Inside out against the spin. Quality shot from Faf du Plessis. Head nicely over the ball, stayed on it beautifully, and magnificent timing for 4. Good batting up the ground. I don't know what you've used to feel as a batsman, Sanjay, but you know, look, today in modern cricket, 2020 cricket, so many people talk about the big shots, the boundaries. I used to, as a batsman, you get that 1 and 1, and we've seen AB de Villiers under pressure, first ball of the over, go 1 through mid-wicket, 1 through mid-on. Just find that rhythm and just take the pressure off yourself with those singles, and then get the bad ball, and suddenly you're well ahead of the rate.
Who is South Africa's most valuable T20 player? Why did we even put it to vote? 84% AB de Villiers. The numbers will tell you that in international cricket for South Africa, Francois du Plessis has been a better player, JP Duminy has been a better player. But who's the box office man?
It's all a matter of perception. We just had a look at Faf du Plessis' record in T20 International. It's just on sheer numbers. Is well ahead of AB de Villiers. Just on numbers, I said.
What a good ball to end the over. 25 for 1 after 5. So India have seen 4 overs of spin, 1 for 16. After Plessis, 40.75. You need to look at that in comparison with his strike rate as well. Five overs gone. South Africa 25 for 1. Ashwin will begin his 3rd and continue his battle with AB de Villiers. Oh, gently, just squeezes it out. And easily take 3. These are 2 very quick runners. Oh, that running was brilliant. I'm not sure it was the flattest throw on top of the stumps, but the running was excellent. It was a late call for the 3rd.
Yes, I think when they crossed
For the second, they would have said to each other, have a look, see if he can go for the third. Then they saw the fielder. Sometimes you see who's chasing the ball, who's getting the ball. And if it had been somebody with a stronger arm, they probably wouldn't have gone for the third run. But they know that Rayudu doesn't have the strongest of arms and went for the third run.
Oh, nice shot. We saw Faf du Plessis play that shot against Harbhajan in the previous over, and now he's played it just as wonderfully against Ashwin.
And the key is he doesn't look to hit this too hard. Just looks to get to the pitch of it, uses his feet wonderfully, and then just times it. Once he knows he's in position, he goes through with a shot, one bounce, and another boundary.
And again, it's a safe shot to play. This time it doesn't matter where the fielder is, because it's gone way over. And so after showing respect for a couple of overs, they're taking the spinner on now with the field restrictions.
First 6 of the match. Bowled at identical speeds, those last 2 deliveries. And both times, Faf du Plessis, brilliant use of the feet. This time he didn't get too close to the ball because the intention was always to hit it harder. And over the fielder at mid-off. And now the bowler has gone to round the wicket. This is terrific, absolutely terrific batting, because the challenge is being thrown at the batsman and the challenge being accepted. Harbhajan tossed the ball up, du Plessis down the pitch, boundary. And the same thing now with these 2 consecutive deliveries. This is the dot ball, but those previous 2 consecutive deliveries, challenge thrown by Ashwin, challenge accepted. Brilliant stuff, that is. That's the kind of cricket that you want to see.
Just scooping it up now. The fielder takes the catch. I'm not sure he wanted to hit it too far. I just wanted to scoop it over the infield. And after playing a couple of exquisite shots, Francois du Plessis falls playing the very same shot. And India have a wicket. It's 38 for 2. And du Plessis is gone.
Available to buy or rent in Sky Store now.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Mad Max Fury Road, available to buy or rent now.
The hopes of qualifying for Euro 2016 well and truly on track.
Yes, he's looking to just chip it across over the infield, back his timing. So they got 13, but they lost a wicket in South Africa. There's 38 for 2.
Well, this one has been bowled pretty much at the same speed, but as Sean said, it's the angle and the fact that it wasn't as tossed up as those earlier 2 deliveries. And if there was one fielder who would have got to it, it's Mohit Sharma. He's an outstanding fielder, Mohit Sharma.
Comparison, India 35 for 2, 38 for 2, but you're just looking at 93 the target. They'll need wickets in heaps. They have to come back into this match. what happened when India batted.
Well, it's good to see these two exchanging notes. This is the wicket of the South African skipper going round the wicket, and this was the shot that had fetched him a boundary and a 6 earlier in the over, but it's the angle where he's gone round the wicket, tried to get it across the right-hander, didn't quite get hold of it in the middle of the bat. Also, it wasn't as tossed up as the previous two deliveries. So Ashwin throwing the challenge up again. This has been terrific cricket.
The 4 and the 6 that du Plessis hit was outside off stump, and the change of angle, the ball was around leg stump. He was looking to open the face of the bat. Did not make good enough contact to clear the man. Mohit Sharma at mid-off. Harbhajan Singh will continue. Slip, forward short leg for JP Duminy.
We saw a bit of a tentative start from JP Duminy in the last game at Dharamshala, and India will be hoping for more of the same. They've got the men in position, slip, short leg, and they'll be hoping for one little mistake that they can capitalise on.
Missing leg stump. Not only all the fielders, the entire crowd was appealing. Clearly missing leg stump.
Playing for the turn, Duminy. We haven't seen much turn on this surface. You can see that his foot is outside the leg stump when the ball has hit him. And the umpire got it right. It would have gone down the leg side.
Shamshuddin, the umpire. It's a much better line. Getting the ball to drift. Harbhajan Singh from this angle. Man of the match in the last match. Outstanding performance.
Yeah, the key is the drift there, isn't it? Shiva, just last minute, it just angles back in. If one down the leg side, it'll probably be adjudicated a wide, and Duminy will get back for 2.
The ball drifting, like I mentioned, he's got to adjust the line. It's got to start from outside off stump. A little bit turn, the slip will come into play. Let's mow the line and the length. Slightly flatter through the air this time. Harbhajan Singh. On the leg stump, so he goes through with the shot. Plenty of work to do in the deep. Shikhar Dhawan doing the fielding. Looking to unsettle the bowler clearly. After the leg before appeal, looking to step down the track, JP Duminy. .43 for 2. De Villiers batting on 18. One boundary stood out through the covers against Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Struck it really hard, raced away to the boundary. South Africa winning the toss, no hesitation, deciding to bowl first, and they were magnificent. India bowled out for just 92 in 17.2 overs. After an outstanding performance with the ball, now it's the batsman's turn. The man of the match, JP Duminy, in the last game. His target zone was mid-on, wide mid-wicket.
was against Akshar Patel. 3 sixes in 1 over, 22 runs in that over. 65 runs, you can see between mid-on, 65% of the runs coming on the leg side between the straight feed and wide long on. But here he's up against 2 off spinners. So he will target offside. There's 7 sixers in that innings, just the 1 boundary. It's a different kind of release. They'll get him another boundary. The variation gone wrong for Ashwin.
Because the offside is packed and the men in close are putting pressure on JP Duminy. It almost looked like he was going to try and sweep this delivery, and then lately he recognised that it was actually the quicker delivery, so he just went through the offside, opened the face and placed it beautifully.
There is favourite area, just misses it completely. Likes to go leg side, was the quicker delivery again.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni putting his faith in Ashwin, and rightly so. Last over this for the off spinner. Bowling his 4th over.
Needs somebody to weave out some magic. Just the 1 over for the medium pacer Bhuvneshwar Kumar between Ashwin and Harbhajan Singh. Ashwin's picked up 2 wickets, coming to the end of his spell. And Akshar Patel, maybe Suresh Raina to bowl a bit of spin. Terrific delivery, it's gone straight. Heard the sound of timber. For the 5th time, he's got the wicket of A.B. de Villiers. And this is a real beauty to finish his spell. Outstanding delivery. Was playing for the turn there, A.B. de Villiers, but just went straight through. Laid down the wrong line and he's knocked over. Gone for 19, de Villiers. South Africa 49 for 3.
Not even met him and you're already dumping him.
Like it. Nice recovery.
If you don't like your imperfections,
Someone else will.
Download our new Match app for more ways to meet new people. Join free today.
Please don't grab an... God, they're pretending to be asleep.
He's finished his spell, Ashwin. 4 overs, 13 dot balls, 3 for 24. Not too many runs to play with, just 44 required from 72, 7 wickets in hand. Played really well in the last game as well. New man in, Farhan Behruddin. Impressive partnership with JP Duminy. Harbhajan Singh.
It was interesting, this wicket here, because what de Villiers did is he actually thought the ball was fuller than it was. He was done in the flight. He was looking to boom it through the offside, looking to play the big booming cover drive. Then he checked the shot and missed the outside edge, and it just clipped the off stump as it went past the bat. Quality bowling from Ashwin. There's the deliveries he's bowled today. On a good area, nice and straight. Not too many bad ones. The ones that were offered a little bit of width are the ones that went away to the boundary, but in general he was very tight and showed that he's full of confidence and the premier off spinner for India.
Well, exceptional bowling, top class bowling this. Controlling the pace, controlling the line and length, the flight, really been exceptional, Ravichandran Ashwin.
He slipped 2 short legs in position. Good use of the feet. Will get off the mark. Merodane. Interesting to see what MS Dhoni does now. Ashwin's finished his spell. Just the one big over. And Du Plessis hit him for a 4 and a 6, but he came back strongly. Picked up a wicket and picked up a wicket in his last over as well. More flight with this delivery into his final over, Harbhajan Singh. Capacity crowd, 45,000 the capacity, there'll be more than that. Just enjoying the proceedings at the moment. Ashwin first got rid of Ashim Amla, ball dipping on the batsman, looking to work it leg side. And Du Plessis, the change of angle, went for a couple of boundaries when he would bowl over the stumps, went around the stumps. And this one was a beauty, more of a top spinner that went straight on. De Villiers. But happy with the single there about him. He'll keep the strike as well. It's 53 for 3. So Harbhajan Singh has finished his spell, 4 overs, none for 20. It's been economical, but India needed wickets from the front line spinner. So all 3 wickets that have gone down have gone to Ashwin. So both the off spinners finishing their spells. What he required from 66 deliveries. A change in bowling now, coming in for his second spell. Bhuvneshwar Kumar. The slip in position. Can he get the ball to swing? These are good conditions to get the ball to swing. You bowl a fuller length. Run the first one really hard. They might be thinking 3. Now decide against 3, settle for 2.
Leading wicket takers for India in T20 internationals. Ravichandran Ashwin just going past Irfan Pathan. Harbhajan Singh, number 3 at 24, and Yuvraj, he's on 23.
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, there's a lot of Indian spinners at the top there, but some left-arm seamers. Zahir Khan, RP Singh, Ashish Nehra. RP Singh's figures, a fellow commentator doing Hindi. He's a quality bowler. There you go, have a look at it. 15 wickets from 10 matches, and he did get that ball to swing up front. And that's what we want Kumar to do a little bit more of. Get that ball to hoop around corners like he used to do.
And the important thing when you look at RP Singh's figures is the economy rate as well. Under 7. And that is a terrific economy rate. So that's important, not just picking wickets. Picking wickets is the best dot ball that you can bowl, of course. But because this is a format which is very, very tough on the bowlers, if you can get to bowl maybe 7 or 8, what would you say, Sean, would be acceptable? But under 7 is, I think, fantastic.
Definitely, under 7 is superb in this modern day. But I think more and more in this modern day of T20, you need to have that ability to move the ball around a touch. We saw how effective people like Bolt and Southey were at the World Cup when they got it to swing. I think of people like Wasim and Waqar. If you get that ball to move around, you can be effective in any format of the game, and that's what Kumar needs to do. He's bowled a lot of short deliveries today. We haven't seen much of those full deliveries that shape in and out.
Quick call for the single and a fumble at mid-on. Shikhar Dhawan, the fielder. Easy single taken.
Well, that's also been the difference, isn't it, between the Indian and the South Africans today. The fielding, the South African fielding, outstanding, absolutely top class. They've always been a great fielding unit, the South Africans, and today they showed exactly why. Took some great catches, a couple of run-outs of the big players. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, guys who can take the game away from you, get them out, run out. It's a huge blow.
Hasn't timed it too well, but he still gets the single directed now. Nandan, the umpire, in his first one-day international, he's going upstairs. Did he get back? JP Duminy, what's his reaction? He probably says he's good. And he is. He's certainly right. Well inside. Umpire Nandan getting into a good position. Directed, but he's well home. And not out is a straightforward call from the umpire. 10 overs bowled is 57 for 3. Just 4 runs coming the last over. The required rate is not too much. It's under 4. It's 3.6. India bowled out for the second lowest score on T20 formats, 92. They played their full quota of 20 overs. A couple of 20s there, Rohit Sharma and Suresh Raina. But the bowling was brilliant. LB Bokal 3 for 12, Morris getting 2 for 16. Imran Tahir picked up 2 wickets and 2 balls. And South Africa in control after 10 overs. After 10 overs, 57 for 3. Amla was the first to go. Ball dipping on him, looking to work it leg side. Fine catch there by Rohit Sharma on the second attempt. And du Plessis hitting a couple of boundaries, hitting the two end of the bat, looking to go inside out. Another good running catch by Mohit Sharma. And this was a classic. An off spinner's decide. Deceived him in the air and off the pitch. More of a top spinner. Get the wicket of AB de Villiers from Ashwin, the only wicket taker for India. With Jiminy and Baradeen together. They're together in the last match as well, Sanjeev, and they won.
Yeah, Behardien put in one of his best batting performances for South Africa. Still not quite the established international batsman for South Africa, but played superbly, held his nerve in a pressure situation. JP Duminy obviously was the star in that partnership, but Behardien's contribution was very important. Look at the scenario now for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He's finished his 2 spinners, Ashwin and Harbhajan. And now only Akshar Patel remains, and maybe Suresh Raina will get a bowl, but I think sooner than later. Ellis?
We'll have to wait and see, Sanjay. Just 36 required.
If at all, I mean, India can surprise South Africa. I think it's going to be with spin, so might as well bowl the 2 spinners off.
Mohit Sharma coming in.
It's out the leg side for 1. Sanjay, I agree with you. Obviously, spinners, India's secret weapon, or not secret weapon, just their strength, their style of play. Probably not a bad thing to have a look at Mohit in 1 over, India's tallest bowler, probably his fastest bowler on show. We saw a little bit of indifferent bounce from the South African bowlers. Probably not a bad thing to have a look at 6 balls, see how it behaves, and you can always go back to the spin. I know there's not a lot of runs to play with. You would know more about Akshar Patel than I would in terms of his ability to extract something out of the surface here.
Maybe might just get the odd ball to turn on this pitch. There's hardly any dew today.
I don't think Akshar Patel needs a spell to get his confidence back. Just the 1 over that he went for 22 in the last game spoiled his figures.
We've seen him bowl against Sri Lanka, Graham, and he got Mahela Jayawardene out driving in that series here in India. So he's not just a bowler who is, typical limited over specialist, bowls it quick, bowls with an angle coming into the right-handers. He can also bowl with guile on occasions. We've seen him do that, and today is the time. And really, if nothing happens in this over, he's got to be spin. He's got to gamble with spin. That's his only hope. Set attacking fields to the new batsman and unleash spin from both ends.
Earlier showed you the rope coming out of the field. There was no dew in the first half, and now seems to be just a little bit of dew. You can see a little bit of moisture coming out of the surface. Not too much, not like Dharamshala. Manageable.
Tucked away leg side. Beautifully done from JP Duminy, excuse me. 4 more runs to the total. South Africa looking, as you say, Sanjay, a lot more at home with the pace on the ball.
Also the wrong line. They're already in position. That's the problem when you bowl leg stump. And the placement was really good. The field and the deep was very square. So he made sure the ball came onto him, laid it very close to the body to get it fine and help himself to another boundary.
Another superb crowd. The second T20 match here in Cuttack. Atmosphere building up to the game around the hotel, around Bhubaneswar where we're staying, and the drive through to the ground here in Cuttack and seeing the cues, the atmosphere before the game, and a disappointing performance so far from the Indian cricket team.
Don't see that very often these days. When you see a crowd outside the hotel, it used to be a common feature in the 80s and 90s, but in Cuttack we saw that, so tells you about the excitement here, because they don't get to see too many international matches. They'll be really disappointed today. Good attendance, as we just saw. Lovely cover drive, will get a single. 11 overs gone. It's 64 for 3.
Sensational stuff. What a performance for Pakistan.
Pakistan v England series, coming soon live on Sky Sports.
The brand new series of The Walking Dead starts next Monday at 9, first on Fox.
The challenge is about to begin.
Landscape Artist of the Year starts Tuesday at 8 on Sky Arts.
I think it's going to be a great battle to watch throughout the Indian tour. So much cricket still to be played. The ODIs, 1 more T20 and 5 ODIs to follow that, and then the big 4 test matches to finish the tour. It's going to be a hell of a battle to watch. Looking forward to seeing how it unfolds.
It's a long tour, but South Africa have started brilliantly, winning the first game in Dharamshala by 7 wickets, and tonight they're looking good to win. Need 29 from 54 deliveries, and then we move on to Kolkata for the last of the T20s. And then the 5 one-day internationals will kick off in Kanpur. Kanpur is a day game. It started 9 o'clock, and then the second one-day international Indore, in Rajkot, Chennai and Mumbai. And then the 4 test matches. First one in Mohali, 5th to 9th November, second in Bengaluru, the third test match in Nagpur, and the final one in Delhi. So plenty of cricket to be played in different formats.
Actually very unique when you look at this schedule, because you don't often get, all 3 formats of the game given the full justice. You either have lots of test matches, the token one-dayers, and just the one T20 game right at the end or right at the start. But here you have a proper T20 series of 3 matches, then 5 one-dayers and 4 test matches. So that's a lot of cricket, and all 3 formats getting full justice. The crowd here in Cuttack came in large numbers, came in well before the match started. At the moment, very disappointed. India 92 all out in their 18th over South Africa, well on course. All the 3 wickets were lost, bringing some excitement in the crowd, some anticipation. It's always going to be an easy target to chase. India playing 3 spinners, just the 2 seamers. Once again, seamers not quite making the impression. Right, hold up and play gives us an opportunity to have a look at the wickets.
Great piece of bowling from Ashwin to start. Beautiful revs on the ball, gets the nice drop. Leg slip takes a good catch to get rid of Hashim Amla. Good catch from Rohit Sharma at leg slip. Never easy there, comes very, very quickly, and you're often blindsided. India would have got hope a little bit from that early dismissal of Amla. You see Faf du Plessis took on the off spinner, played 2 wonderful shots. The change of angle from around the wicket, down the wicket, just lobbed it up in the air, and a good catch at middle. The end of Faf du Plessis. Catch from Rohit Sharma. There we see, Sanjay keeps referring to the dismissal of A.B. de Villiers. Done by Ashwin again in this series. A little bit too cute. Put your mic down, Shiva.
5 times he's got A.B. de Villiers, and this will deserve the wicket, that particular delivery.
Yeah, we posed a question to Graham Smith whether is it time now for us to start calling A.B. de Villiers Ashwin's bunny. But Graham Smith cautioned us against that. Of course, that was a bit of tongue-in-cheek question, but A.B. de Villiers, and interesting, that wicket of Ashwin, we've hardly seen him bowl the top spinner. We saw him in Sri Lanka getting wickets with the floater, the old-fashioned arm ball of an off-spinner, and the traditional off-spinner. But to get A.B. there, it was a top spinner, not the dusra, the top spinner that goes straight off the seam.
Beautiful, beautiful piece of bowling as we see a slight hold up in play here. The crowd that turned out not so happy with Indians' performance at the moment.
Well, this is not on. This certainly is not on. The play has been held up here. Well, all right, India were disappointing with the bat. This is not on from the crowd. 45,000 people in. Nobody wants to have a bad day on purpose. Just a bad day that a cricket team has had.
And this is really what has triggered this reaction from the local crowd here. A dismal batting performance after South Africa won the toss. The pitch was, well, there was bounce variation, nothing much apart from that, not too much of lateral movement. Those two run-outs that you see there at the top, that really set back India as they were getting into some kind of rhythm.
Shikhar Dhawan was the first to go. Wasn't looking comfortable. Virat Kohli. Excellent bit of work by Morris, and great work by A.B. de Villiers as well. The throw was on the half volley. Rohit Sharma rooted to the crease, took off late. David Miller was brilliant. Athletic, all in one motion. Rayudu was knocked over by a full toss that was quick. Rabada bowled well. Then Dhoni was taken very well behind the stumps by A.B. de Villiers. And Raina getting to 22, just playing away from the body. Tahir getting his first wicket, and immediately after that, it was Harbhajan Singh that was knocked over by Googly. Had 2 wickets and 2 deliveries. Then Al.B. Morkel came into the picture. First Akshar Patel. And Bhuvneshwar Kumar with a full-length delivery. Chandran Ashwin was the last one to go. Morris getting the wicket.
There we see the bowling figures for South Africa. Rabada picking up the 1 wicket, but set the tone superbly for the South African outfit. Bowled with pace, bowled with imagination. 2 wickets for Imran Tahir. Al.B. Morkel, who's returned to international cricket. 4 overs, 13 dot balls, 3 for 12. And India bundled out for 92. The crowd here in Katik turned out in droves. Moment very disappointed with how India performed, and very disappointing display. It's causing up the hold-up.
Well, the umpires, the match referee will get into the thick of things.
Exceptional situation here. This is something we don't see very often these days. Crowd here in Qatar displeased with the Indian performance, venting their frustration. The players just waiting for them to settle down a bit. And the best way was just, it started with the match, because at the moment they're just throwing water bottles, nothing too dangerous, and I don't think one bottle has reached it. Now this is where short boundaries help, because they're a great distance away. The stands are, what, about 30 meters away from the boundary rope, so none of them are being able to hurl that bottle onto the field of play.
We've seen 1 or 2 good throwing arms from the crowd, full 2-litre water bottles distance.
So at the moment, it's 11 overs bowled, 64 for 3. We'll take a short break.
Track on the footers, me old meatball.
Look, Bet Victor has this offer right now.
Sweet.
For the best odds most often in the Premier League 5 years in a row, Bet Victor.
At Bright House, you can find hundreds of products from lots of your favourite brands. Like these large screen TVs, perfect for watching your favourite film or box set. Or these comfy armchairs and sofas, just right for putting your feet up. Or perhaps a new washing machine or fridge freezer, ideal for your dream kitchen. Or keep the kids happy with a new games console. Whatever your family needs, Bright House can help. Simply apply online at brighthouse.co.uk or pop to your local store. Bright House, your weekly payment store.
I moved here when I was 35, but this is the house I really grew up in. Because it's where I realised it wasn't just about me anymore. Saturday nights in aren't the most depressing thing imaginable. And as I've changed, I've realised my home has changed with me.
When a home means so much more than just bricks and mortar, you need an insurer you can rely on. Hiscox Home Insurance.
Sergey, where are you going?
To the movies?
Oh, you never said we're going to cinema.
We're not. I have a hot date.
Ha! Yeah, with my ironing pile. Son of a mongoose?
Sergey, you look adorable.
Take any friend every week all year with 2-for-1 cinema tickets. Only when you buy through comparethemarket.com.
We gave people the Andrex clean routine to try and asked them how clean they feel after going to the loo.
clean as a hippo.
Hippopotamus.
As clean as pink candy floss. As clean as a squid.
As clean as a squid. I love that.
How Andrex do you feel?
Available to buy and keep in Sky Store now.
We have our first genetically modified hybrid.
You just went and made a new dinosaur? Probably not a good idea.
Buy and keep Jurassic World in Sky Store now.
Please don't grab an... God, they're pretending to be asleep.
Really been disappointing as far as the game is concerned. The PTM T20 Trophy, the second T20 International. India taking on South Africa.
All you need, obviously the man under the spotlight at the moment, looking at the scenario, and the first concern for him would be players' safety, whether those missiles that are being thrown on the ground have any chance of hurting the players. You can see Virat Kohli clearly upset. The fans don't realize behavior of this kind means that people will think twice before giving another game to Cuttack. You've got to come to watch cricket and watch what comes with it, not just come to see India win or India play well.
South Africa won a really good toss, decided to bowl first. India bowled out for 92, the second lowest score in the T20 format. A couple of 20s, nothing much to talk about. Batsman Albie Mokel striking it rich with the ball. Morris getting 2 for 16. Imran Tahir, the leg spinner, played his part as well. And South Africa in reply at the moment after 11 overs, 64 for 3. They need another 29 more runs to win from 54 deliveries. But the crowd, well, venting out their disappointment, their frustration by throwing in the bottles as interrupted play has been stopped at the moment. Chris Broad, the match referee, and the two umpires will all look at how the crowds behave. Look at the resumption of the match. The little kids, the ball boys, kicking the balls out. And everyone is sitting there and hoping there'll be some control in the crowd. In case there's no resumption of the match because of the crowd behavior, South Africa 64 for 3. The par score after 11 overs is 47, so the target is 48. South Africa are 17 runs ahead of the par score and will be declared winners if there is no further play. But we're hoping the crowd will settle down and we'll have some play, and we'll take a break till we have live action.
Surprised? Wait until you experience the new Eco Turbo engine. Whether you're looking for the economy of a 1 litre or the power of a turbo, you'll find it in the new Kia Ceed.
Buy your car or home insurance through Confused.com and get a free Brian toy.
Can't believe I forgot. Moonpig to the rescue.
Order by 7 p.m. and we'll post it that day.
Moonpig.com.
Do you hate unwanted mobile spam calls?
I can't stand those calls, the ones you never ask for.
They're so annoying, they always call when you least want them as well.
And this annoying spam and dodgy scams.
Like accidents you never had.
And it's the unsolicited ones. I never even agreed to them.
Seems there are more and more of them.
While many calls are perfectly fine and even useful, we still get loads of calls to our mobiles we haven't asked for and don't want. Well, Which has put together a free opt-out tool to help stop unsolicited calls to your mobile. Just text opt-out to 80057, Which will then send you the simple steps to help stop them.
Well, it was really simple. It took a couple of minutes, and now I've made it really clear I don't want to receive those cold calls.
For your free Which opt-out tool to help stop unwanted mobile calls, text opt-out now to 80057.
Done.
What are you responsible for?
23 tons
and 5 foot of rubber.
Keeping sticky fingers off these.
Tesla.
We all have responsibilities. At Wonga, ours is to provide responsible loans that can help you bridge the gap until payday. Simply choose how much you need and for how long. And if you pay it back early, you'll save money too. So visit wonga.com now to find out how we can help you. No hidden fees, representative 1509% APR. Wonga, credit for the real world.
Available to buy or rent in Sky Store now.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Mad Max Fury Road. Available to buy or rent now.
The brand new series of The Walking Dead starts next Monday at 9, first on Fox.
I know places we can go, babe. I know places we can go, babe. The how fit
Folded in, dragged on. Cook has his redemption.
No, the how won't hurt it.
The world record now belongs to A.B. de Villiers.
Leandris. She's a good player. And Australia are champions of the world. That's his fourth in the series. And he's making batting look easy.
I know places we can go, babe.
New Zealand, they're a superstar, another cricketing master.
Sri Lanka, the new champions of the ICC World T20. Well played.
Don't ask me when, but
Oh, that'll be it. When a team needs her most, she's delivered.
don't ask me how, but ask me when.
The celebrations begin.
Under 19 Cricket World Cup champions.
Oh, there's a way.
Big hit all the way.
On a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
The Mumbai Indians are champions of IPL 2015.
I know places we can go, babe.
As usual, a feast of cricket coming your way on Sky Sports this winter. England, well, they're up next against Pakistan in the UAE. Their first Test match starts on Tuesday, October the 13th. It comes from Abu Dhabi and will be on air at 6:30 in the morning on Sky Sports 2. One more T20 to be played between India and South Africa. It's on Thursday, and it comes from the famous Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Same time, 2:15 p.m. on Sky Sports 2. After that, it's on to 5 ODIs, the first of which is in Kanpur. That is a day game. You'll have to get up nice and early, not 4:15 in the afternoon, but 4:15 in the morning, and we'll be on Sky Sports 2. That's on Sunday. Now, it's been an eventful second T20 in Cuttack so far. South Africa putting India into bat for the second time in a row. India started decently through Rohit Sharma, but it started to go wrong from the end of the 4th over. Shikhar Dhawan, he was the first man out. LBW Morris for 11. Then a couple of really damaging runouts, both involving Rohit Sharma. The first of which saw Virat Kohli run out. The second of which saw Rohit himself go. Excellent direct hit. India 43. They continued to caught de Villiers bowled Albie Morkel. 2 wickets and 2 balls for Imran Tahir, including Harbhajan Singh. And it was all finished by Chris Morris. So India, 92 all out. That is their second lowest score ever in T20 international cricket. 93, the small target. And Villiers looked in sensational form early. But Ravichandran Ashwin also in excellent form. He had Amla out first of all. Du Plessis bopped him over his head a couple of times. But Ashwin got him too. He was keeping India in it. Good catch by Mohit Sharma, 38 for 2 at that point, South Africa, which became 49 for 3. That was the big wicket of AB de Villiers. Second time in a row that Ashwin has got him out. Unfortunately, the story after that has been off the field. Some disruption in the crowd, bottles being thrown, I guess dissatisfaction at the Indian performance. The players have remained out on the pitch and players had to be temporarily abandoned, with South Africa 64 for 3 off 11 overs, chasing down a target of 93. So they just need 29 more from 9 overs. It looks a done deal, but unfortunately at the moment we cannot finish this match. Chris Broad, the match referee, out there trying to sort things out. We're hearing they cannot resume until they are 100% happy with the security situation and the fact that the crowd aren't going to riot again, because that unfortunately is kind of what's happened. Quite a bit of disruption, which looks like it is now finished because the players are ready to go. That is excellent news. Umpires in position, all the fielders in position, and JP Duminy and Farhan Behardine getting ready to complete the match. Suresh Raina is on to bowl. 29 to win T20.
On the bounce. Well, I'm just hoping this appeal is for the crowd. They're not going to get upset with this.
I thought we were going to get out there and sing us a song, calm the crowd down. Just cricket back underway here.
Nicely struck. There is a field in the deep.
It's good that we can now talk about it. Cricket again. Shiva, what's your thoughts on Suresh Raina bowling ahead of Akshar Patel's sign of lack of confidence after the last game? Dhoni showing in his left-arm spinner, or do you think it's just a tactical option from him?
I think he wouldn't have played him in this game if he thought Akshar Patel's confidence was hugely dented. Just a few runs required. He probably doesn't want to throw Akshar Patel the ball where he might go for a few more runs. Well, the chance was if he wanted to use Akshar Patel was much earlier in the innings. Suresh Raina didn't get a ball in the last match. One thought he might have got an over or 2. The fast bowler is struggling with the wet ball in Dharamshala.
It's 1 up to the long on boundary. 7 to win. 49 balls left in this game. JP Duminy standing his ground, entitled to.
It's 66 for 3. It's coming the last. But South Africa should look to finish it off quickly. 27 required, both batsmen capable of playing the big shots. So Akshar Patel has been given the ball, the 27 required. He's 21 years of age. Had a rough match the last game. And last match, apart from the 1 over that he went for 22, he'd done a decent job. I thought the angle, you as a left-hander would prefer left-arm spinners going over the stumps. Much easier option to hit leg side.
Yeah, I agree with you. Opportunity to free your arms. JP Duminy did it so well in the last game. I think 16th over. And he took it to Akshay Patel. Oh, late in the piece here today. To the 12th over with South Africa only needing 93 to win. Miss Dhoni really turning to his spinners early, but held Akshay Patel back.
We've just had a hold up for 27 minutes of play because bottles were being thrown. And look at that. Now the cops are now at the ground and they're watching the match. What good? They should be up, stand from where the could have happened immediately after the first instance. Then the repeat wouldn't have happened. They're not here to watch the match. They're all watching the match. The odd one is looking behind. Just look at them. They're watching the match. Is this what they're supposed to be doing? They're not. They're supposed to be in the. If you want to stop it, you've got to be right up in the stands from where it actually happened. So you would now be able to stop. There's no point just standing there and watching the match. You're not doing any good at all to the security. I think this is something that really needs to be looked at because this is such a blight on Indian cricket. This kind of situation, it's a blight on Indian cricket. India loves its cricket, and I've always said in the past that if you don't throw valuables when the Indian team does well, you've got rubbish when they do badly. 70 for 3.
Security was still watching the ground and the balls was being thrown and play was held up. Well, just a couple of overs, one from Suresh Raina, one from Akshar Patel, and the players are going well of the crowd and their behavior here. The 70 for 3, couple of overs bowled, and then the players are going off the field, and it's a game, set and match. South Africa have won the series. Just a confirmation, it's not been called off yet, it's been suspended, but there will be a cut-off time. But at this stage, with the Duckworth Lewis, the power score after 13 overs, 55, so the target 56. South Africa 15 runs ahead of the power score. So the umpires, the players, everybody is getting out of the ground. Nobody wants to be in any physical danger.
Well, the players are off the field, and which is so sad because for a few, maybe 100 people, many thousands of people who have sat very patiently, despite the fact that India haven't done well, they have been deprived of a game of cricket. Just this little stand up here towards our right, that is a stand that has caused most of the problem. And because of those few, the many thousands who have sat very quietly, very patiently, they have been deprived of watching a game of cricket, and that is not fair. The net was no. But this is so sad because it really has spoiled the name of Indian cricket. This is not what you want. Now there are bottles coming from everywhere as the spectators realize that the called off. Bottles have been thrown simply because they don't want to take them home.
a lot of thirsty people around the ground at the moment. Sonny, I agree with you. Well said. I think no better way to put it than coming from yourself. Very disappointing passage of play. So much excitement before the game. And perspective is always needed in sport.
All this disappointment is because of India's poor performance. India put into bat, were bowled out for 92. South Africa cruising. The second consecutive victory here, 70 for 3. Need another 23 to get and win the series. Everyone disappointed. I'm sure the players, Indian players themselves, will be disappointed with the kind of batting performance that they put in. And they haven't bowled well enough. Ashwin was the pick of the bowlers. He picked up all the 3 wickets. The players disappointed, the crowd even more disappointed. That doesn't give them any reason to throw bottles onto the field of play. And doesn't speak good, not only of Indian cricket, but of the venue as well. Feel quite happy to leave the field, leave the ground. All said and done as far as they're concerned. Play has been suspended, but with the Duckworth-Lewis being applied, South Africa should win this one if there is no more play. It's an outstanding performance, you'll have to say, from South Africa. They bowled and fielded brilliantly. The bowling changes were good. Captaincy from du Plessis was outstanding. Rotated all his bowlers around. The bowlers did a fabulous job. The fielding was athletic and acrobatic. Couple of run-outs. The big wickets of Virat Kohli being right out. India really recovered from that.
Yes, I think there you are. You see the umpires along with the South African manager.
Chris Broad, the ICC match referee. Shiva is spot on. A superb performance from South Africa to start the long tour of India. But he was sure how they would go. They lost the warm-up game in Delhi. Chased down 200 to win the game in Dharamshala. Came out here tonight. Katak bowled superbly well. Set the tone. 93 to win the series, the T20 series. First one of the long tour.
Yes, I think top-class performance by the South Africans. At the pitch report, both Graham and I thought it was a good toss to lose, because the cracks in the pitch were such that it was difficult to predict how the pitch would behave. But Faf du Plessis, very confident after winning the toss, opting to field first and then dismissing India for just 92. His bowlers bowled brilliantly. The fielders were outstanding, and they didn't allow India to settle down at all. So South Africa, easy winners here today. I think the final call will be taken, but clearly, even if they go by the Duckworth-Lewis method, we will still have South Africa winning very, very comfortably.
Yeah, talking about the pitch, it was a couple of deliveries. One from Imran Tahir that jumped, and Rabada bowled a flyer. Extra bit of bounce and good pace. The sail past the batsman to the keeper. After that, there was no real recovery from the Indian batsmen. Best partnership of the innings were 22 and 22, two of them. Second lowest score in T20 internationals for India. I'm sure the players themselves will be disappointed. They don't need this from the crowd too. Match referee, he in conversation with the ground staff, the umpires Shamshuddin Nandan, and the captain as well, Faf du Plessis. Don't want any physical danger to anybody, whether the players, the support staff.
See South African team manager Dr. Mohamed Musaji, captain of the T20 side, Faf du Plessis. And security official that travels with the South African team around the world there also.
Well, it's disappointing, Graham, to see that not a single person from the Indian team is down there. We just saw Nishant Arora, the media liaison person in that group. There he is, Nishant Arora. But really, in a situation like this where the match referee, the opposition captain, manager is there, somebody responsible from the Indian team should be out there as well, trying to find out what the situation is. Get down there and find out from the match referee, the umpires, what the situation is. I know you want to lick your wounds in the dressing room, try and gee yourself up for the last cup. The series is lost, you still. But I think at this stage, somebody from the Indian team, the captain, vice captain, the manager, somebody has to be down there as well.
It's a very long tour, like you mentioned. So the third of the T20s and the Paytm T20 trophy. It'll come to you live from Kolkata, the city of joy. That'll be on the 8th of October. It'll be the same time, 7 o'clock Indian Standard Time. GMT plus 5.5 hours. The third of the Paytm T20s will take place in Kolkata. But from what's happening here, South Africa clinched this one. We just have an extension time for half an hour. We still haven't had any confirmation as the play has been called off. It's just suspended at the moment. You can see JP Duminy with his pads on.
Because technically you can extend the game by an hour. So the game can actually technically go on till 11 o'clock. So if they're waiting for the crowd to disappear and then finish off for these 23 runs, then that is probably what is happening. That's one of the reasons why we still haven't got any announcement from the umpires or the match officials. South Africa won the toss and opted to field first. And there was a brilliant performance by as well as and Virat Kohli with direct hits. Then Suresh Raina and MS Dhoni also fell very, very quickly to Albie Mokal. And Imran Tahir was on a hat-trick. He got 2 wickets. So really an outstanding performance, all-round performance that from the South Africans.
Here we see the wickets. First to go, Shikhar Dhawan playing around his front pad. LBW to Morris. South Africa's fielding played a big role in the first few wickets. Beautiful fielding from Morris and a great pickup from AB de Villiers to see the back of Virat Kohli. Confusion in the middle. Here we see a wonderful piece of fielding from David Miller. One up. A big wicket of MS Dhoni, the Indian captain. Suresh Raina out for 22. And the softest missile from an Indian batsman. Great celebrations of Imran Tahir. And he was on a hat-trick, knocking over Harbhajan Singh with the googly. And we see his wonderful celebrations, enthusiastic cricketer. Albie Mokal returned to international cricket after a year and a half out the game. Bowled superbly, picking up 3 wickets here tonight. Wonderful return to the South African team from him, and rounded off by Morris. All in all, a wonderful fielding and bowling effort from the South African team.
Kyle Abbott not getting a wicket, but he was really good at the beginning of the innings. Imran Tahir bowled the second over of the innings, finished with 2 for 24 in his 4 overs, and Rabada was quick. Probably bowled the quickest delivery in this match at 150.7 kilometers. Knocked over Rayudu, and Morris getting 2 wickets, and Albie Mokal with stunning figures those. 4 overs, 13 dot balls, 3 wickets for 12 runs. 93 from Ashwin. Went early for 2. And Duplessis getting a boundary and a 6. Fell to Ashwin in the same over. And Tumini and Berudin not out at the crease. And there's some partnership of 21. Ashim Amla was the first to go. Ashwin bowling with the new ball, getting the ball to turn. Smart catch taken there by Rohit Sharma on the second attempt. And Duplessis getting the 2 end of the bat, looking for the inside out shot. Splendid catch taken by Mohit Sharma. And a top spinner that went on straight. AB de Villiers was playing for the turn, castle by Ravichandran Ashwin. Those 3 wickets have gone down all to Ashwin. Harbhajan Singh has bowled his Pulkar of 4 overs, none for 20. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar getting 2 overs. Mohit Sharma, Suresh Raina and Akshar Patel getting over each. So lots of wickets there, 1 at 13, 38 and 49. 70 for 3. Still 23 to get, or 42 deliveries. Summary of the match. 92, the second lowest score. Once again, keep mentioning that. Expect the strong Indian batting lineup to fire. Didn't happen today. So South Africa in reply 70 for 3, 7 overs remaining, 23 to get. So we are expecting, from the news that we're getting, the match referee Chris Broad and the umpires getting together. They're trying to resume the game, probably getting the crowd out. No bottles on the field of play at the moment. So just that part of the crowd, which is to our right, which has created the trouble, try and get them out of the ground and maybe resume play, because South Africa at this stage are way ahead in Duckworth Lewis.
Now the match officials trying all they can to get the game underway and finish it properly. No one wants to see a game end in a win on a Duckworth Lewis. The way they've played tonight, they'd want to win the game convincingly and properly.
Yeah, they're still chatting over. So Ranjit Biswal also getting into the thick of things while they assess the conditions and think if it's fit enough to start play. Ranjit Biswal there, the white shirt, having a chat with the policeman. We hope they do something about it. Till we get live action, we'll take a break.
Nationwide, our current account customers have seen all sorts of wonders. And now we're offering Apple Pay, letting you pay in shops easily and securely. Nationwide, on your side.
What are you responsible for?
23 tons and 5 foot of rubber.
Keeping sticky fingers off these.
Tesla.
We all have responsibilities. At Wonga, ours is to provide responsible loans that can help you bridge till payday. And if you pay, how we can help you. No hidden fees, representative 1509% APR. Wonga, credit for the real world.
With prices up to 40% lower than Bath Store, choose victoriaplum.com for our lowest price guarantee. Visit victoriaplum.com. You dream, we deliver.
Walkers are bringing back some of Britain's old favourites. Not them. Classics like my favourite, beef and onion. Yours might be cheese and chives or barbecue. You. Lamb and mint or toasted cheese. Vote for your favourite flavour and we'll bring it back.
Grab a pack, vote, and you could win £100,000.
Sicario is the thriller of the year. Emily Blunt gives an Oscar-worthy performance. 5 stars. Sicario in cinemas Thursday.
Surprised? Wait until you experience the new Eco Turbo engine. Whether you're looking for the economy of a 1 litre or the power of a turbo, you'll find it in the new Kia Ceed.
Can't believe I forgot. Moonpig to the rescue.
Order by 7 p.m. and we'll post it that day.
Moonpig.com.
The impossible dream.
Teams in the race.
Sensational stuff.
What a performance for Pakistan. Pakistan v England series, coming soon live on Sky Sports.
As F1 heads to Sochi, can anyone catch Lewis Hamilton?
The drama isn't over.
The Russian Grand Prix, live, Sky Sports F1.
England started their first warm-up match in the United Arab Emirates today, and you can watch their first test against Pakistan from Tuesday the 13th of October. They play 3 test matches followed by 4 ODIs and 3 T20s. We'll be on air for that first game from Abu Dhabi at 6:30 in the morning on Sky Sports 2. One more T20 to be played between India and South Africa. It comes from Eden Gardens this Thursday, 2:52. After that, it's 5 one-day internationals between the sides, followed by 4 test matches. The first one-dayer is a day game, so you'll have to set your alarms very early for that one. 4:15 in the morning on Sunday. It comes from Kanpur, and we will also be on Sky Sports 2. This is the current situation in this second T20 from Cuttack. Unfortunately, at the moment, the players are off the field. That's because we've had some crowd trouble. Quite a few bottles thrown onto the outfield. It's led the match referee and umpires to lead the players from the field temporarily. India bowled out for 92 earlier on in the day. Fantastic performance by the South African bowlers. That's the second lowest score ever by India in T20 international cricket. After that, the focus has pretty much been on the off-field activities because of South Africa cruising towards their low target of 93. They are 70 for 3 at the moment. 7 overs to go, so they're well ahead on Duckworth-Lewis. If the game ends now and they cannot resume because of the crowd trouble, then South Africa will get the win and they will win the series. So the officials are trying to get the game back on. If it doesn't, though, the story will all be about South Africa's bowling.
They'll get a leg by. No, they won't. Up goes the finger. The only thing he had to consider was whether that pitched outside leg. It seemed straight enough for him. So Shikhar Dhawan looking for the pickup shot on the onside. Fails once again at the top of the order. And this is the wicket that will make South Africa, and especially Chris Morris, feel a lot better. So Shikhar Dhawan is gone for 11. It's 28 for 1.
Doing a new best. And Kohli's walking off. He's not even hanging around for the decision. Morris has done the job again. He's picked up the ball on the boundary. He's thrown it in. The bails are off in a flash, and South Africa have got rid of Kohli.
Easily, didn't think in terms of a second one. Well, there it is. Out, 30 for 2.
Oh, that's directed, that's gone. And once again, the brilliance in the field accounting for another Indian wicket. I think it's David Miller, the fielder. Last time it was Chris Morris.
Excellent work by Miller. India now 43 for 3.
And there you go. It's another wicket. Ambati Rayudu has missed a straight full toss. And why he's missed it? Because that was quick. Might look very simple, but when you're new at the crease, under lights, the ball straight onto the stumps can be difficult to play. Ambati Rayudu has gone for duck. India in desperate trouble here. It's 45 for 4. Has that carried? Seems like it from the reaction of the keeper. Dhoni's walking. That's another wicket that's fallen. There's silence here in Cuttack. And there's that decision that comes in. Dhoni, as always, you know, is a walker. Started walking the moment that happened. The umpire is doing the right thing. Just reconfirming that 67 for 5.
Catches the call, it's a soft dismissal. Imran Tahir strikes. Full length delivery. Raina looking to clear the man in the infield. Doesn't get the elevation. Finds the safe hand. The final man that India depended on, top order batsman, is heading back towards the pavilion. Raina's gone for 22. India in deeper trouble now. 69 for 6. And he's bowled him with the googly. He'll be on a hat-trick. What a delivery first up. Googly on target from Imran Tahir. And Harbhajan Singh had no clue. A celebration again. 2 and 2. What a night he's having, Imran Tahir. The crowd disappointed. Harbhajan Singh, a first ball duck. Disbelief here. And a terrific bowling performance. Tahir has picked up 2 wickets and 2 balls. It's 69 for 7.
Up in the air, leg side. Another soft dismissal from India. Albie Morkel picks up another one. Caught by Duplessis at mid-wicket. That's the end of Akshay Patel.
Yeah, wickets tumbling like 9 pins here. Albie Morkel also gone for 9. It's
Oh, there it is again. Albie Morkel is having fun on his comeback. And it's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar who's missed another straight delivery. Ambati Rayudu was the batsman earlier. 2 wickets in 1 over. And that was the last ball of his 4th over. 4 overs, 12 runs and 3 wickets now for Albie Morkel. He's had a good night. In South Africa, well, they've had a great night. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar gone for a duck. 85 for 9.
Another one knocked down. This time it's Ashwin. Full and straight. At decent pace as well. So India bowled out for 92. Ashwin the last man dismissed for 11. It's the second lowest score by India in a T20 match.
So India skittled out just 92 in 17.2 overs. Absolutely superb stuff by the South African bowlers. India's batsmen, though, well, they'll have a lot of questions asked of them in the morning papers. South Africa, at the moment, they are cruising. 70 for 3 off 13 overs. And the good news is their batsmen are walking back out there, because hopefully now we can conclude this game. I believe the officials at the ground are happy with the security situation right now. They've cleared out sections of the ground that were causing problems, particularly in the top tier. And with any luck, we can now complete this second T20 International. Let's hand you over to our commentators.
The problem, play was delayed, was the bottles that have been thrown from the upper stands. Well, those have been cleared now. No spectators left there at the moment, so we should be good to go. A lot of the other crowd have left as well, feeling that it's not a case that's worthy watching from an Indian perspective.
Raina now. Well, the sting and everything has been taken out of the game with that disruption. Raina will continue to a very defensive field set. Somebody like a JP Duminy would like to bat through, continue the good form, wasn't dismissed in the last game. At a strike rate of 200 in Dharamshala. JP Duminy, as a batsman you don't want to get out, continue the good form.
Yeah, these two are very in a partnership game that steered South Africa over the line. As you mentioned, the last thing you want to do now is get yourself out with just 22 runs required of 39 deliveries.
It's hard, but on the bounce to Harbhajan Singh at long off. But this augurs well. The T20 World Cup coming up in March next year in India. South Africa have done really well.
Yeah, they would have seen this as a very important 3 games to gauge where they're at as a T20 side. There's a lot of players who play in the RPL. 10 in this current team and another 2 at home. in regards to Morkel and Steyn. So plenty of experience, and just wanted to see how they would go test themselves against the might of India on their own conditions. They'll be very happy. Maybe the third game will be used as an opportunity to blood some of the younger guys who haven't had a chance so far.
Just a single to end the over. 74 for 3.
I first started using Knorr chicken stock cubes for seasoning. I'd mash them into a paste with olive oil and rub it in to lock in the flavours. Some say you can't buy taste. I disagree. Knorr chicken stock cubes. Try it for yourself.
As F1 heads to Sochi, can anyone catch Lewis Hamilton?
The drama isn't over.
The Russian Grand Prix, live on Sports F1.
Patel. Also Farhan Baruddin batting ahead of David Miller. Showed great potential in the last innings that he played. The final of the T20s will finish in Kolkata on the 8th of October at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. It will be the PTM T20 Trophy. South Africa have a firm grip on it. A positive to come out of these two games. Somebody like Rabada bowled brilliantly. That goes unnoticed. 4 overs, 18 runs and 1 wicket. Probably bowled the quickest delivery, Sean, at 150.7 Ks. Goes the thing. It's the arm ball from Akshar Patel that's come in with the angle. Getting his front leg a long way across. They struck him in front. No hesitation from the umpire. Baruddin has gone for 11. It's 76 for 4.
Yeah, Baruddin, I think, was looking to try and work us to the offside, but the ball pitches and slides on, hits him on the back pad, and no doubt with that, absolutely no doubt, crashing into Midland leg stump. His finger is raised, and Baruddin's on his way. Patel picks up his first wicket. South Africa now 76 for 4.
Newman in as a big hitter. Didn't get an opportunity in the last game. Very impressive strike rate, that close to 128. You've seen him before in the IPL, plays the big shots.
Invariably at this time of the innings, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's not really about the average or how many runs you get or what your top score is. It's all about the strike rate. And David, full ability to do that.
The first time I saw a little bit of hesitation running between the wickets. Gets off the mark with its single. Not a big turn of the ball. Akshar Patel going wide of the crease. The ball was coming in with the angle, hitting him on the back leg. No problem with that.
Germany continues on his merry way, just trying to pick up the singles, more than happy just to keep it ticking over. So a wicket and 5 runs from that over, 79 for 4.
Would you believe it? 23 from JP Duminy is still not out. It's the top scorer of the match so far. Miller's the man on strike. It's just a single.
Shiva Prasad to the ground. Who's had the biggest impact on the match?
Well, it's a tough ask, isn't it? In a low-scoring game, you'll have to go with the bowler. Albie Mokal picked up 3 wickets. A couple of run-outs, the 2 big guns, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. Imran Tahir picked up 2 and 2. Go with Albie Mokal.
It's no surprise. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it.
It's with the Delhi Daredevils now, Polly.
No, but he's still warmed your heart for a couple of years.
$11 required. They're quite happy. Nudge the singles around. Not looking for the big shots. There he is, Albie Mokal. Outstanding with the ball.
Yeah, been out of this team for a year and a half and wasn't picked in the original squad. Only due to an injury to David Wiese did he come in to the equation. I don't know how Suresh Raina expected the umpire to see there. By the time he'd finished his appeal, he was right in front of the stumps. Four from the over, 83 for 4.
Just 10 to get, could be just a couple of hits. Plenty overs still remaining. Just 10 required now. Akshar Patel will continue as the man at leg slip. What would you do, Polly? 4 and a 6, just nudging around for singles.
I was always the one to try to finish it in a bit of a flourish there, Shiva. I'll be looking for that delivery where I could go downtown.
There he does. He's heard you. Sean Pollock has gone many a mile.
That quality from David Miller. He was looking for an opportunity and he used his feet beautifully. Just the 5 deliveries he's faced, and look at that use of the feet. Gives himself a little bit of room so he can target the offside. The man at mid-off is up in the circle, and beautifully played by David Miller. Hasn't had impact in the series, so this is an opportunity and he's showing us what he's capable of.
3 required. It's just the single, probably give it to Duminy to finish it. The 2 victories here. One in Dharamshala, one here in Cuttack, have been comprehensive. Scores level now.
Yeah, contrast in the 2 games. One was the ultimate for T20 cricket. 200 chased down with 2 deliveries to spare, lots of runs, lots of sixes, and then a low-scoring affair, which South Africa will canter to a victory with ease.
David Miller hit a big one again. Final delivery coming up.
Nine from the over, 92 for 4. So 1 run required for South Africa. Dumini be hoping to knock it some side of the wicket. There he goes, over the top. 1 bounce for 4. And South Africa take the series 2-0 with a comfortable win here in Qatar.
With 1 more, well, great. He hasn't been dismissed yet. Germany 68 not out in the last game, 30 not out this game. Rated by AB de Villiers as the best T20 player on their side. And that says a lot about this man, JP Dumini. Winning is remaining. Africa take a 2-0 lead. And like you mentioned, might try some of the bench strength in the next game. But India will have to play for pride. Desperately need to win in the next game in Kolkata to redeem themselves to some sort. Well, they're smiling, but they won't be happy with the performance. Just bowled out for 92. All right, the pitch was had a little bit of uneven bounce. A couple of deliveries just stopping and coming up at the beginning. But 92 was a very poor score indeed by India. And the captain won't be a happy man. Side more known for his batting ability. They got 199 in the last game in Dharamshala. Just 92 here. Rohit Sharma getting 22, Suresh Raina 22, and that was it. Nobody else getting runs. In fact, bowled out in 17.2 overs India. And South Africa getting 96 for 4 and 17.1 overs and winning it very easily in the end. The captain man, magnificent outing here in Cuttack.
This was the winning moment. Ball dragged down and JP Dumini dispatches it to the boundary for the easy victory. It was set up by some quality bowling from South Africa. They won the toss, decided to bowl first. They bowled nice and tight and nice and straight on a wicket that offered a little bit of assistance for the seamers. Faf du Plessis, he's really happy. It's backed up with some wonderful fielding. Some soft dismissals have got to be said from the Indian batting team, but there's a South African card. Just having to chase the meagre 92 runs, and JP Dumini once again standing tall with 30 from 39 deliveries. De Villiers and Faf du Plessis played nicely up front, but not really a challenging total, and they didn't really have to push themselves too hard to get over the line.
Well, the pick of the bowlers once again Ashwin for 24 overs. Harbhajan Singh bowled 4 overs, done for 20, and the other wicket taker towards the end was Akshar Patel. 3 overs, 1 for 17 for him. So 8 extras in this winning score of 96 for 4. So India bowled out for 92 in just 17.2 overs. South Africa winning it very easily in the end. 96 for 4. They win by 4 wickets. And we'll take a break and come back with the presentation.
Spag bowl. Honey popped in for some tea bags.
Little, often, Co-op.
The State Department is pulling an agent that specializes in cartel activity.
I'll volunteer.
Critics are calling Sicario the thriller of the year.
Just want to know what I'm getting into.
Emily Blunt gives an Oscar-worthy performance.
This is the land of wolves now.
Sicario is a must-see knockout. 5 stars. Sicario in cinemas Thursday.
If there's no home for nature, there will be no nature. If you build it, they will come. Give nature a home where you live. For your free guide, text HOME to 70030. RSPB, giving nature a home.
Sergey, where are you going?
To the movies?
Oh, you never said we're going to cinema.
We're not. I have a hot date.
Ha! Yeah, with my ironing pile. Son of a mongoose?
Sergey, you look adorable.
Take any friend every week all year with 2-for-1 cinema tickets. Only when you buy, so comparethemarket.com.
Suddenly, the 70th minute becomes incredible. Heroes emerge from zeros. The big match turns into the big matches. Because with Betfair Cash Out, you can take your winnings when you want. Making any moment the moment when you will.
That's your money.
Or
they've got to call that cash out, mate.
you won't.
No.
Betfair. Tap, tap, boom.
She might be getting legal advice after a serious accident, or discussing her divorce settlement. She might be talking. Tell you she's speaking, and that her case is being handled with skill, care, and commitment. Slater and Gordon, your case is our cause.
The scene is now set for a grand final to savour. Once you're in that tunnel, you've just got to block everything out. Old Trafford is packed to the rafters, and whose night will it be tonight?
The impossible dream edges closer to reality. 4 huge games in the race for Euro 2016, live on Sky Sports.
I know places we can go, babe. I know places we can go, babe. The how faded.
Bowled in, dragged on. Cook has his redemption.
No, the how won't hurt it.
The world record now belongs to A.B. de Villiers.
And that'll be 100. She's a good player. And Australia are champions of the world. That's his 4th in the series. And he's making batting look easy.
I know places we can go, babe.
New Zealand, they're the superstar and little cricketing master.
Sri Lanka, the new champions of the ICC World T20. Well played.
Don't ask me when, but
Oh, that'll be it. When a team needs her most, she's delivered.
don't ask me how, but ask me when.
The celebrations begin.
Under-19 Cricket World Cup champions.
Oh, there's a way.
Big hit all the way.
On a cold and grey Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
The Mumbai Indians are champions of IPL 2015.
I know places we can go, babe.
Loads of entertainment coming your way on Sky Sports over the winter, and it continues from India on Thursday. That's when the third and final T20 international between India and South Africa will be. It comes from Eden Gardens in Kolkata, 2:15 in the afternoon on Sky Sports 2. And South Africa go into that game with the trophy already in the bag because they have thrashed India today chasing down a target of just 93, having bowled India out for 92. That is India's second lowest score ever in T20 internationals. The wickets spread around Albie Morkel, Chris Morris, Imran Tahir and Rabada, all excellent. In reply, no problems for South Africa in knocking off the runs. They lost just 4 wickets. There were problems in the crowd, however. A bit of crowd trouble has led the game to be delayed slightly, but the good news is they have finished it. South Africa have won, and we can now get back out to Cuttack for the presentation with Sanjay Manjrekar.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentations. Congratulations to Faf du Plessis and the boys, the South African team, for playing so well today and taking a winning lead in this Paytm T20 series. Before I introduce the presentation party, the BCCI would like to thank all the sponsors, the Star India Group, Paytm and Nike. Our presentation party tonight includes 2 people. We've got Asirbad Behra, General Secretary, Orissa Cricket Association. We've got Shankar Nath as well, Senior Vice President, Paytm. Right, first, if I can call upon Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain, to have a chat. Maybe you can just react to what happened out there, because it was shocking to say the least.
Well, yes, I don't think we played good cricket. From the last game, when it comes to the batting department, we just wanted to address 2 things. One was run out, and the other was, losing wicket in pairs. And I thought, we didn't really improve from that. There were quite a few wickets that fell in pairs, and that makes it further difficult. Not to say, the wicket was difficult to start off, but wickets in hand, it does help. But, overall, I think when it comes to the batting department in this particular game, we didn't bat well at all.
So how do you react when you see a performance like this as captain? Is there something you say to the boys after that, after this kind of a performance, after this match?
I think what's important to address what really went wrong. As I said, even in the last game, if you see, the batting department did well, but we still wanted to improve. And I think it's important to keep it the same way, because we have seen in cricket, you get performances like these, but what's important is how you bounce back from these kind of performance, and that's really shows the character of the team. And one thing that definitely you can say is the big positive of this side is, we have bounced back from worst performances. Not to forget, the World Cup was good for us, and before that, the tri-series that we played, we're not really up for it. So what's important will be, how we turn up after this for the Kolkata game, and how we carry momentum into the ODIs.
One of the big improvement areas for Indian cricket has been the running between the wickets, but 4 runouts and crucial time, that these runouts happen. Does that concern you, or you think that's just a one-off?
I think the calling needs to improve. At times you want to take chance against the fielders. You think maybe there's a chance of 2, but this time of the year you have to slightly keep in mind the dew factor, because the ball will carry fast to the wicketkeeper or the bowler. So even if the fielder has slightly weaker arms, still he can make up because of the ball skidding off the turf. So we have to keep these things in mind. But also modern cricket is all about running, especially in the middle overs. You have to run. Have to put pressure on the fielders, but at the same time, you have to assess what position you are in. On, you can really convert 1.9 or 1.8 runs into 2 runs, but 1.75, 1.5 into 2 will be very difficult.
Hindsight is a beautiful thing. Team selection, would you rethink it and would have done things differently? Dew hardly came in tonight.
Well, still there was dew, but also, it's slightly difficult to say about the bowling combination, depending on this wicket. The reason being, there were not enough runs on the board, and maybe, if you would have scored more runs, the approach of the South African batsmen would have been slightly different. But still, one thing is for sure, our spinners are bowling well, and that has been our strength. Even though under dew they struggle slightly, but still I feel, spinners have been our strength. In the coming game, now that we have lost the seed, it's important that we try some of the other combinations, give a few guys rest, try some of the other guys and see, where we stand, because we have quite a few games before the T20 World Cup, and the ultimate aim should be, when at the start of the T20 World Cup, we have a settled side and we know, what's the playing 11 that we want to feature.
Interesting that you went in with 2 off spinners, because people would have thought to get variety and you might just play Amit Mishra as the 3rd spinner.
Well, Amit is bowling really well, but I thought looking at their batsmen, I felt the incoming delivery is something that their left-handers are really good at. They have good right-handers in their attack also, but I felt the left-handers are the one who can play the big shots and play it quite consistently. So I felt having 2 off spinners inside will definitely help. And to some extent it worked also, but at the same time I would like to say, Mishra is someone who's bowling really well, and the leg spinner had the advantage of bowling the googly, because he's somebody who can bowl the mystery ball. But overall we'll still see, what's the best combination. We felt Bhaji was better on this track, and that's the reason we went with him.
The batting lost you the game, MS, so that was obvious to see. Hard luck tonight and all the best for the next match.
Thanks.
So there it is, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain. Next up, we'll call the winning captain for tonight, Faf du Plessis of South Africa, his second consecutive win, and thereby taking a winning lead in this Paytm series. They've won the tournament already. You'll get your trophy and things later, Faf, but wonderful captaincy to begin with. The kind of bowling changes that we saw from you. Rabada bowling his 4 overs as well. You handled them superbly. Congratulations.
Thank you. Look, it's an easy job to be a captain when your bowlers perform like that. Tonight they were exceptional. It's probably the best bowling performance that I reckon we've had as a T20 team. So all the discussions and plans and stuff that we had for the batters, it's great to see that tonight everything came together. So really proud of the bowlers.
Yeah, you had an interesting bowling combination as well. The experience, was seen with Abbott. Then you had Rabada getting the pace and bounce, and great comeback for Albie Mokal after 2 years, almost 2 years, coming back and putting in that kind of a bowling performance.
Yeah, look, it's a great performance. I suppose Albert's his 50th game, and we're really proud of him as a team for playing 50 games for South Africa. But he's good in those middle overs. He's clever with his lines and length, and he's played so many T20 games, so he's really experienced. So he was perfect for us tonight in that middle role, but I thought there was a great variety in that first 6 overs. Imran, I don't think he's ever bowled in the first 6 overs.
Interesting you bowl him just that 1 over, especially after the last game where you thought he was slightly down in confidence, gave him just the 1 over and then brought him in when the situation was a little better for him to bowl.
Yeah, my thinking was just to try and get a wicket. He's a wicket taker. I'm happy as a captain to take that punt. Wickets is what you want. So even though he didn't get a wicket, I thought he bowled really well. But it's also a nice change up. I suppose you never try and be too predictable as a bowling unit, and tonight we weren't. As you said, KG bowled 4 overs on the trot, and he bowled 4 overs quickly. So, yeah, very proud of the bowlers.
Yeah, when you see Imran Tahir running around the ground, sprinting in that fashion, South Africa is doing well as a team. Congratulations and all the best for the next game.
Thank you so much.
Faf du Plessis there, the South African captain. Our final presentation, of course, will be the Paytm man of the match. And that goes to Albie Mokal on his comeback. 12 runs to get 3 wickets in a T20 match is an excellent performance. So Albie Mokal will collect a cheque of 100,000 rupees and a trophy as well from Mr. Shankar Nath, who is the Senior Vice President of Paytm. So how many days in the country in a man of the match up?
Yeah, I arrived on Friday during the first T20. 1 practice session, but it's nice. It often works out well that way. It's not too much time to think about things. Just go straight into action, and I really enjoy today.
Comebacks are never easy. How much ever experience you have, there are still some niggles, self-doubts. What a wonderful comeback this has been for you.
Yeah, I think, a couple of months ago, I never thought I'll get the opportunity to play for South Africa again. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity. Today was my 50th cap. But that's gone now. I think the most important part is for me is, we won, and with that, the series. And I'm just really happy to have played a small part in that.
Forgot to mention the fielding with your captain, but 2 wickets down at 40 and a couple of brilliant run-outs as well helped your cause.
Look, I think fielding plays obviously a massive role in T20 cricket. We got 2 of their big guns through 2 fantastic run-outs. And that always puts you on the front foot. I think the wickets suited our bowling attack nicely. So, we got wickets anyway, but throwing the 2 run-outs, it really put us on top.
Surprised by the kind of resistance that you got from this Indian team, because it's a far better team than the kind of performance you've seen in this tournament.
Look, they're a world-class act, world-class unit. Even in the IPL, we play against all these guys. We know what they can do. The series is gone now, but I still do expect them to bounce back at Kolkata. The first one was a really close game. It could have gone either way, and I think today we just outperformed them.
Congratulations on this award, and all the best for the next match.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was Albie Mokal, the man of the match for tonight, and thank you to our gentlemen here in the presentation party. And that's it from the presentation area.
So congratulations to South Africa. Their batsmen were superb in the first game, their bowlers excellent today, and they now have a chance of a clean sweep in the T20s. After that, 5 ODIs and 4 test matches. So just the third T20 to complete as far as we're concerned in this shorter format. It is on Thursday. It comes from Kolkata, 2:15 in the afternoon on Sky Sports 2. After that, we will start the one-day international series. That begins on Sunday. Kanpur, the venue for that first game. It's a day game, so set your alarms nice and early, 4:15 in the morning, also on Sky Sports 2. England next in action on Tuesday, October the 13th. They face a big test out in the UAE, taking on